Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. I saw this news article from the Spectator. The article writer or journalist, I should say, is Cockburn. And well, it's to do with Brett Cooper and Candace Owens and their friendship and what's really going on between them. And Candace Owens, she had her piece to say about it today in a live stream that I saw, and she's not too happy about it. She seemed to think that this journalist of sorts doesn't really know what the hell he's talking about. And well, it seems like lots of journalists these days try to go to the nth degree, and they're like doing a lot of this internet sleuthing. When someone on social media likes a post, you can't just like a post for the sake of liking a post now. You go to the nth degree of the fact that if Brett Cooper likes an end of year post from Candace Owens, it somehow means that Brett Cooper's changed his stance on the Israel-Palestine thing, and somehow it makes Brett Cooper an anti-Semite because Candace Owens has been labeled just that. So that's what I mean about this disingenuous journalism, and I don't really like it. But today we're going to be talking about what Cockburn said in this article that has got Candace Owens upset. I haven't seen Brett Cooper really respond to it, but Candace Owens isn't too pleased about it all the same. And why would you be, right? Like, it's just a ridiculous sort of hit piece. But anyway, Brett Cooper, former host of the comment section of the Daily Wire, has sparked rumors after liking a controversial Instagram post by former colleague Candace Owens. Now, if you can create an entire article based off of that, you're clutching at straws, is what I'm saying. Like, you liked a social media post, and then all of a sudden, because you say that that social media post is controversial, you're making an entire assumption out of it. Anyway, speculation follows a clip from Piers Morgan Uncensored last month in which Owens accused Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu of being a war criminal with genocidal ambitions. Owens told Morgan, "I want to use my platform to say that what I believe, and they are intentionally executing a Holocaust." Cooper liking Owens' post raised questions. Does Cooper agree with Owens' take on the war in Gaza? Could this be tied to her departure from the Daily Wire? And does she plan to collaborate with Owens moving forward? Now, personally, if I saw that, I'm like, oh, Candace and Brett are friends. She probably likes more posts than just that, which she does, just saying. But people took this to the nth degree, as I'm saying. Now, could Brett Cooper change her mind on the Israel-Palestine conflict? Of course, she's a human being. She's more than welcome to change her mind. But when it comes at like you're diving into something that I don't really think is actually there, that can be somewhat problematic to me. If you're a journalist of sorts and you're digging like at something that's not really there, you should probably stop while you're ahead, is what I'm saying. I like many of my friends' Instagram posts because we are friends, Cooper told Cockburn. I'm unsure why liking my friend's end of year post a month ago is in international news. Damn well right. Like, how could it possibly be major headline news stuff? A bit ridiculous. Cockburn asked whether Cooper's like of Owens' post was a reflection of a change in her stance on Gaza or an act of post-wire solidarity. When a friend posts come across my feed, I like them as friends do. Yeah, I do the same thing. Like, sometimes I don't even think about it. I just like, I see it. Oh, it's my friend. Like, you don't think too much about it, but people seem to go a lot further into that. Like, there's the whole psychological aspect to it. Like, oh, what's this person thinking when they like the post? Sometimes there's nothing to it. Like, absolutely nothing. While the details surrounding Cooper's departure from The Wire remain unclear, speculation of Cooper joining Owens' company is unfounded. And again, another speculation. She's starting her own thing. Like, she's doing her own thing. She said she's doing that. So I don't think she's going to be joining Candace Owens. I'm not joining anyone else's company or network, Cooper said. I'm launching my new show independently, which was the whole point of my departure. She set up a new YouTube channel under her name that already has over 500,000 subscribers. but has yet to post any content. Well, that's coming very soon, mate. Don't worry about that. Cooper followed Owens through the exit door at the Daily Wire last month, meaning 2024 saw the conservative media behemoth lose its two most high-profile female hosts. A glance at the Wire's inauguration lineup makes this especially pronounced. Its coverage will be hosted by the anchors of its show, Daily Wire Backstage, Jeremy Boring, Andrew Clavin, Michael Knowles, Ben Shapiro, and Matt Walsh, at least one of whom knows exactly what a woman is. Dear, that being Matt Walsh, right? Hosting duties in the comments section was taken over by his producer, Reagan Conrad, after Cooper's departure. A year ago, Brett told me if she were to ever leave the comment section that Reagan should be her replacement. Daily Wire CEO Jeremy Boring told Cockburn. 6 months later, Brett said she wanted to leave, and I realized she was right. Reagan, in addition to being the producer of the comment section for 2 years, is a huge talent and a great choice to carry on with the show. I did not select Reagan, said Cooper. Well, there you go. A spokesperson for Owens said Candace Owens is too pregnant to comment. Oh boy. It's rather interesting to me. Like, that's the end of that article, because then Cockburn goes into some other things. But to me, like, if you're Brett Cooper, right, you're leaving the Daily Wire, becomes major news, huge speculation. You can only, like, Brett is still young, right? She's newly married. She has her own farm. And whether or not she wanted to go out on her own or whether or not she was fired, that's beside the point. I think people just need to let Brett be Brett and follow Brett for Brett. I think that is what needs to happen. Even Joe Rogan is commenting about the whole Brett Cooper situation. So if you're in Joe Rogan's vicinity, that is a pretty big deal, because he had Warren Smith on the show recently, and I really liked the podcast that he did with Warren Smith. Warren is a pretty genuine guy, I think. He's kind of similar to me in some ways, like being a filmmaker and wanting to make movies and wanting to help people through that. And then all of a sudden you get thrust into the spotlight of doing something you didn't think that you were doing. And you use film and storytelling as sort of like a force forward and a force for good. So what's really going on between Candace Owens and Brett Cooper? Simple. They're friends, and that's probably about it. So let's leave it at that, shall we? No point in going further and trying to find something, clutching at straws, trying to get something out of. There's not really much there, to be honest with you. But hey, that's journalism for you from Cockburn. Anyway, you guys take care. Be blessed, and I'll see you all in the next video.